Off-Grid News welcomes you to the news that's not fit to print. I'm Rob. A woman traveling from Africa to the U.S. delivered her baby just a few hours too early. The woman was trying to get to the U.S. before her baby was born, so the child would be a naturalized U.S. citizen. Unfortunately, the baby was delivered on the plane over the Atlantic. This has to stop. If this continues, the entire world will be living in the United States. This land is your land. This land is my land. Whoa, wow, wow, wow. Stop right there. This ain't your land. Stay off of it. No trespassing, you hear? CNN reported that Biden is doing a fantastic job and will no longer cover his administration. Instead, they'll be covering Trump 24/7. At a Trump rally in Texas, he continued to destroy democracy, the country and the world, when he thought the First Amendment applied to him and his henchmen he calls supporters. In a democracy, the American people vote for who have the right to speak. If he would just read it, he would know that he's not allowed to. It says, and I quote, "Congress shall make no law to abridge speech unless it restricts Scary Orange Man and his follower speech. He and his followers need to be arrested and tried for treason for speaking when not allowed." Domino's Pizza will pay you $3 to deliver your own pizza. As the worker shortage grows, Domino's is looking at ways to incentivize customers to choose carryout instead of delivery, leaving one millennial to say, "Oh heck no, no, I'm not delivering my own pizza, nope." $3 wouldn't even pay my car insurance, health insurance, mileage on my car. Minimum wage is $15 an hour. If it takes me a half hour to go wait in line and back, and would be $7.50. No paid lunches, this is slave labor. Biden said in his speech, we would be in a position to or why can't the experts say we know that the virus is in fact it's going to be or excuse me, we know why. Oh, never mind. The 3-year-old was denied heart treatment because parents weren't fully vaccinated. The parents had been vaccinated, but had to wait to get future doses and boosted, which of course would take months. The parents had to fly the child to Greece to be treated. What is this world coming to? First, you're a freaking villain if you're unvaccinated. Now you're a villain if you're not fully vaccinated. Fine, but I'll be darned if a 3-year-old has to die because of these freaking idiots. I've had enough of it, and I'm not taking any of this bull. What will you do to change it, sir? Well, nothing, but I've had enough. You hear me? Enough. CNN said the Omicron subvariant is more contagious and vaccinated people are safe, but the unvaccinated are at risk of disease and death. Hey, wait a minute. I remember just a few weeks ago Biden saying that, and it turned out everyone was at risk. How stupid do you people think we are? Biden starts to feel the heat over inflation as the heating bill rises and most Americans are struggling to keep up with rising costs of electric and natural gas. Biden turns the thermostat to 80 degrees in the White House. He said this is just an old drafty house. Officials warned Biden that the U.S. economy could be heading into a recession next year. Biden says, "Come on, man. I already got this inflation to deal with. Can you guys put that recession back on the back burner? We only need one economic crisis at a time. You never made Trump deal with 2 economic crises at one time." Prime Minister Trudeau said, "Canadian Freedom Convoy, you saw what happened to the American January 6th protesters. We are not intimidated. You haven't seen anything yet," leaving every protester to be on the Capitol streets. Canadian officials blame Trump for the Canadian Trucker Freedom Anti-Vax Convoy. Very, very much my fault. I'm to blame for this very, very freedom-loving event. Trump 2024. Freedom Convoy says it's had enough money to continue protesting for 4 years. The campaign has raised $10 million from GoFundMe. Prime Minister Trudeau said, "I will not allow them to use dollars. They'll be forced to use Canadian money. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You're lucky I'm stuck in my bunker recovering from this virus." 2 bodies were found in the Springfield National Cemetery. During the 911 call, the 911 operator asked if the bodies were buried or laying on the ground. Police chief says all operations are on the table to end Ottawa vaccine mandate protest. The police chief is in negotiations with North Korea to purchase a nuclear device to end the protest. In 1 week, fishermen across Florida reel in 2 sniper rifles. Do they realize the sniper rifle is a common deer rifle here at home? Don't these people realize the only people they are scaring when they write this stuff is themselves? Biden administration is working to harden Ukraine's cyber defense amid warning of potential Russian cyber attacks. That's great. Americans have been attacked by Russia hackers ever since the man took office. And he said it's not his responsibility to defend against these hackers, but it is his responsibility to help Ukraine against hackers. There's your tax dollars hard at work. Babylon Bee reports the new White House cat is already tired of being blamed for all the accidents on the Oval carpet. New York Times sues the White House for Hunter Biden's business dealings with Romanian embassy while Joe Biden was vice president. White House has been resisting the Freedom of Information request more than a reasonable amount of time. Hunter said, hold on just a second. This just in, Prime Minister Trudeau demands truckers immediately get vaccinated like he did so they all can catch the virus like he did. Whoopi Goldberg is in the hot seat again because she is completely, well, you know. Press Secretary Jen Psaki is in the hot seat again because she is completely, well, you know. Biden visited a manufacturing company where he Mr. President, over here. Oh, hi, okay. Neil Young is demanding music lovers throw out their records, tapes, CDs, and or electronic devices of his because families are spreading misinformation about the vaccine at the dinner table. New poll shows that a majority of Canadians support the Trucker Freedom Convoy, involving 50,000 trucks, stretching 70 kilometers long, shattering the old record of the longest convoy of almost a factor of 10. Leaving Justin Trudeau to say, this is just a small minority fringe group that holds unacceptable views of freedoms and does not represent the majority of freedom-hating Canadians. Just get your vaccine and shut up. Lock yourself in your home and behave yourself. The convoy traveled from Vancouver to capital in Ottawa, leaving many to say they didn't know Ottawa was Canada's capital. Video footage shows hundreds of thousands came to protest in Ottawa to show support of the truckers, but the official head count says it was only a couple thousand. These radicals tried to trick the populace by showing you a green screen footage of those unacceptable freedom-loving Americans protests held in Ottawa, Canada. Hey, Carolyn, there seems to be something wrong with this script here. Babylon Bee reports the only reason Canadians hate Justin Trudeau is because he's black. Wait, what? CNN's Brian Stelter was mocked this week after he complained during a segment on the left-wing network about the number of Americans that trust Joe Rogan more than CNN. Stelter responded to a statement that Joe Rogan put out that said that he wanted to show all kinds of different opinions by saying, which sounds great, but not all opinions are created equal. You think about it, major newsrooms like CNN that have health departments and desks and operations that work hard on verifying information on the virus. And then you have a talk show star like Joe Rogan who just wings it, who made it up as he goes along. And because figures like Rogan are trusted by the people that don't trust real newsrooms, we have tensions, a problem that's much bigger than Spotify, much bigger than any single platform. But that's what is at the heart of this right now. Wait, CNN has a desk? Wow, who knew? Doesn't Joe Rogan have a desk? Sad news, Milltown Mel Groundhog dies of the virus, meaning 3 more years of Brandon. 70% of the Americans say it's time to accept the virus and get on with our lives. Biden says he does not rely on polls to determine his policies. He will make sure every American is hounded with the virus every day until everyone is vaccinated and boosted to the end of time. Biden is sending more troops to Europe amid Ukraine tensions. Putin said, ha 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 ha, puny little Biden. CNN reports, Russia keeps promising more oil, but they're not delivering. Here's one big reason oil prices are near a 7-year high. Russia is producing less than they promised. They repeatedly fail to meet their monthly targets despite huge pressures from major energy-consuming nations. No, that's not the reason at all. It's because Biden shut down that darn pipeline and then picked a fight with Russia. CNN, the most trusted name in news, can kiss my you-know-what. Canadian trucker freedom convoy told Justin Trudeau, the sooner you end this vaccine mandates, the sooner we can get back to normal. We're all in this together. In response, Trudeau hid in his bunker with a wet spot on his pants. Spokesperson said one of the truckers threw hot coffee on the Prime Minister's pants. Democrats Senator Ben Ray Lujan suffered a stroke which could complicate Biden's Supreme Court plans. Man has a serious medical issue, and the first thing that comes to these morons' head is, oh no, now we don't get to pick our Supreme Court justice. How about, hey man, are you okay? Native American tribes have reached a settlement over the toll of opioids, totaling $590 million, with 4 of the largest drug makers. And you wonder why the unvaccinated don't trust these companies. When have they ever made a drug that not lost a lawsuit? Oh boy! Oh wow! But the FDA said it's safe. Let's all go and get some. Woohoo! Charges dropped against a former female teacher who had sexual contact with a student in 2019 after she married the student. The prosecutor said they cannot compel the student to testify against his spouse. Why am I the only one that has a problem with this? This is the 3rd time in the past month female teachers were given light or no sentences for abusing children. I'm sick of it. CNN's CEO Jeff Zucker resigns from CNN. He resigned because of a relationship he had with a coworker for many years. More likely he resigned because Joe Rogan has a bigger audience than CNN. Winter storm Omicron 2 to hit the Midwest this week, as you can tell. Biden orders all residents to stay indoors, wear a mask, wash your hands, and get fully vaccinated. Press Secretary Jen Psaki violated the First Amendment by urging Spotify to take more action against Joe Rogan. She said she is glad that Spotify is tagging speech deemed unacceptable to the White House, but they need to do more to silence conservative speech. Maybe we should have our own trucker freedom convoy and park 100,000 trucks in front of the White House and blow the horns all day so we don't have to listen to her. Good news for a change. When oil prices hit $100, it will bring an end to the Great Resignation. As most viewers know, Biden has been working hard to get Americans back to work. But many Americans are holding out for better pay. To resolve this, Biden administration has been working with OPEC to get oil prices to $100 a barrel, forcing Americans to get back to work. With better weather prediction accuracy than most meteorologists, Punxsutawney Phil predicts 6 more weeks of winter, making every school kid ages 5 to 10 jump for joy! Biden will go down in history as the president with the most records broken of all presidents. Highest inflation, lowest poll numbers, first war lost, and now the highest national debt at $30 trillion. Congratulations, Mr. President, for overachievement. 2 patients were cured of cancer with a new CAR T-cell therapy. Dr. Fauci said, the new technology will likely never be approved in the U.S. because Pfizer can't make money by curing people. They can only make money by keeping people sick. Simple economics. Biden said in a press conference, hey, where's the podium? Is the mic around here? Are we going to use the camera today? Oh well. Today I've decided to send troops. Mr. President, turn around. What? Turn around. Turn around. What? Oh, hi there. So that's all your news that's not fit to print. Please share this with your friends on other social media sites. Click subscribe to get future updates. Thanks for watching.